What you're about to hear is an excerpt from our weekly podcast. You can find the full thing on our channel every Wednesday, and if you want to gain access to next week's podcast a whole week early, you can do that by supporting us on Patreon. Head on over to patreon.com/prettygoodgaming and help support us bring you content every single day. Now, let's just get straight into it. We're going to talk about particularly Friday the 13th, but as a bit more of a broad subject, launch day fuck-ups. Why are they still happening? So let me give you a little bit of background first of all. Friday the 13th came out last Friday, the 26th, not the 13th.
Well, that is outrageous.
Already a disappointment. I actually saw a particular video where that was a genuine critique of the game. Yeah.
Well, it's valid. It's
that was it. I don't want to name any names, but Downward Thrust did do that. So
who?
Who? So in short, they really messed up their launch. There's been a plethora of problems, and I'll give you a little bit of backstory. So the game itself, Friday the 13th, you play as either some of the teenagers that get slaughtered by Jason Voorhees, the guy in the hockey mask, or Jason Voorhees. You take it in turns. It's kind of like
asymmetrical. So
like Dead by Daylight, I guess they have it like that. And the game is a multiplayer online experience only. You can only play it online. All right. Now, you'd think the number one thing that they'd get right is the fact that people can log in, but no.
And play it. Just actually play it.
Shockingly, most people have had problems with it, and they still haven't patched this yet. People can't even log in to matchmake and stuff like that. The Xbox One version is particularly bad, where they are playing a game that's not even been day one patched yet, so some people can't even get to the main menu. The game just instantly crashes. People that have backed this on early access, because it's been in early access for quite a while, have said that the Xbox One version is suspiciously like the beta version. However, they've clarified it's not the beta version, it's just the non-patch version.
Yeah.
So there's been tons of complaints about it. It's been getting railed. It's a 6 out of 10 on Steam. On OpenCritic, less than half of the critics would actually recommend it, 40% at this point. And the developers are shitting themselves, really. So they've issued a statement already, saying, you know, we've got a small team. They've brought on people from the outside to help, so it's a bit of a No Man's Sky sort of issue. It's our top priority right now. Of course it is.
We were going to just like start making another game, but don't worry, guys, we're going to put that on hold for you.
This is an undercut. They've said it's a top priority right now, but in one of the Discord chats, one of the guys who made the game said they're not going to get around to it till after the holiday weekend. So it's like it's a top priority right now after Tuesday.
Even if that's true, don't say that.
Yeah,
just have your holiday weekend and tell everyone you've been working hard over the holiday weekend. Jesus,
exactly. So they said that they're trying to get the servers scaled and balanced, and they're working hard to properly load the balance on the servers. I didn't have issues. But wait, there's more. That's not the end of the saga. When you do get online, and I played it yesterday, and yesterday would have been Monday. By the time you listen to this, it's Monday the 29th of May. They still haven't patched it. And the game is riddled with glitches and bugs, right? If you've got any interest in this game, you would have already seen the facial animations. It's like Robot Chicken, or it's like a Ken doll from Toy Story or something like that. It's Mass Effect Andromeda has been dethroned.
I bet you there's like a sigh of relief going through the BioWare Montreal headquarters right now. They're like, oh, thank God for this.
BioWare's a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah.
This is an indie horror game.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's like, you've pissed your pants and then someone else has pissed your pants. It doesn't make you any
Even
less
if it's a
uncool.
little kid, though. Like, that kid's pissed his pants.
Yeah,
exactly.
So that's it. So that's all the intro you need to know. And with Friday the 13th, it was an early access game.
Yeah.
So people feel like they're being ripped off. And that's where it could be the demise of Friday the 13th. Because I don't think the game's going to offer that much in terms of longevity. You know, they might have a couple more maps. But as far as I'm concerned, it seems like a bit like that game Evolve. Can you remember that when you took one was the monster?
Yeah, I remember it vaguely. Evolve, yeah. Massive budget. No one playing it.
Exactly. This hasn't even got the budget
to play now.
Game. Yeah, it had a strong demise. So yeah, that's my real concern with Friday the 13th. Is it dead in the water? That's not supposed to be a pun because at the end he grabs her. You've seen the film.
How many slash cut?
Butchered. They butchered the launch. They haven't killed it. Do this all day.
I don't know. I think it's got a key period now over the next 2 or 3 weeks people have invested in. Like you said, it's early access. They probably want to play it. Like if they could fix everything right now, people would probably play it. Their sales would be buoyant. They'd come back up, and the people who've already invested would get back into it because they've already invested in it. They were supporting it from before it was fully released. So I think they can turn it around. They just got to work really hard and not take any more bank holiday weekends off, and get it done. And it you can never tell how these things are going to go because they've got a lifespan. Games have got a lifespan that it's not like it comes out and it lives or dies on those few days, because things can be resuscitated. No Man's Sky is always used as a bad example, but they're working their asses off, and they with every new content update that they're coming out with, which I'm not being charged for. It's like sparking my interest up. I might go back into it one day. I don't know. So it's not a lost cause, definitely not. But they're gonna have to work hard. Yeah,
I think a funny thing to end this on is that it's been 5 days. It hasn't got a Metacritic score because IGN, GameSpot, Eurogamer, and about 5 other big publications have all got reviews in progress because they can't play the game.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not Persona 5. It doesn't take a week to do. Like it's an online game.
Get 8 or 10 hours under your belt.
4 days, 5 days, they've not played enough games to make a decision. That's that, isn't it? But if there's one thing we know, you can't kill Jason, can you?
No, you can't. No.
Friday the 13th, 1 through 10.
It's the whole premise, isn't it?
Right. So that's it. Friday the 13th, trash launch dates, and resuscitation. So thanks very much for listening to this podcast excerpt. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new around here, check out some more of our content which should be available right now on the screen. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.